one thing I want to encourage everybody to do. So we're already at October 16th, and the year is going to be over before we know it. And people are going to get busy with the holidays in November and December. So what we want to do is we want to take massive action right now on whatever we're planning for marketing. And generally, the rule is, well, let me say it this way. I don't think I've ever met anyone who was marketing too much. I don't think there's such a thing as marketing too much. And so I want to encourage you, whatever ideas you have, just go for it. Just do it, commit to it. Doesn't have to be perfect, and that's okay. And one thing that's really cool is, and this is a concept that I want y'all to really think about, and that I'm actually even learning in my own life and business. But whenever you're trying something new, uh, try small groups within your community or within your database. If you have a database, your client base, try small groups. So if you're thinking about doing something, talk to 10 people or 15 people and say, hey, what do you think about this? I'm thinking about offering X, and this is my plan. Here's, what it would cost. How does that sound to you? Do you have any feedback for me? Ask for feedback. And people, whenever you kind of make it to where you're asking for their help or you're asking for their feedback, people are very generous and they tend to reciprocate more and they tend to listen in a different way. Like if somebody asks you for your help, you're going to listen in a different way than just, oh, they're trying to sell me something. You know what I mean? So that's a benefit of working whenever you're trying something new. Start with a small group. So I recommend, whatever size your list is, use about 20%. So if you had a list of 100 people, use like 20 people and just run this by them. If you have a list of 1,000 people, send an email out to, um, maybe 100 or 200, of those people. Because if you know, if it's too small, sometimes that can hurt you as well. But try things out with those small lists, and then once you find what works. So let's say you talk to people and you're like, "Hey, I'm thinking about offering this product, or I'm thinking about offering this giveaway or this service. What do you think about that? I would love your feedback. How does this sound to you? Is it appealing to you? Is it, or does it just seem like what everybody's doing? Is it kind of like, I don't really need that? Or because you want to find those things that people are going to get excited about, right? And sometimes it's not what we think they would get excited about. So if it's cleaning houses, maybe we think that they get really excited about window cleaning, but maybe what's really most important to them is like, maybe it's deep cleaning their laundry room. I don't know. I'm just like throwing things out there. But sometimes it can be different than what we think, or if it's skincare, maybe we think that everybody is really excited about this one product, but maybe it's really something different, or maybe they purchase for a reason that's different than what we think. So when we get on the phone with people or we're texting people and we're just asking them, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm offering, here's how much it costs, tell me what you think, I would love your feedback, then you're going to learn a lot about your ideal client and your ideal audience. And it's very, very beneficial. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. So try it with a small group. Once you figure out what works, like once you kind of hear that little spark in somebody's voice, like, wow, that's really exciting. That sounds amazing. I would love that. Sign me up. And you're like, okay, this is working. And now I can go to my full list. Now I can call all my people, text all my people, let them know what I'm doing, and generate more sales that way. So, uh, So kind of a recap on that, or the general thought is when you have a marketing idea, just do it now. Do it scared, you know.
Yeah. Can I say something, David?
Yes.
So yesterday was my birthday.
Oh, happy
And
birthday.
happy birthday.
That's awesome.
So what I did is I create a video with my son,
Uh-huh.
and I remember we were talking about the 50 the free cleaning.
Mhm.
So I said, because it's Maria's birthday month,
Uh,
so you're gonna receive a free deep cleaning when you signed up too.
wow.
See?
Yeah.
So we create that video of I think it's 12 or 22 seconds. You can go
Mm-hmm.
check it out to my page. And it was something very spontaneous,
Uh-huh.
and it's working. You know, the
Cool.
people is we are having likes, not too
Mm-hmm.
many comments, but we're gonna leave it until the end of the month, and
Yeah.
it's gonna work. Yeah, that
Wow.
was something that I was at the office yesterday in the morning, and I said, let's create a video,
Yeah.
and we'll see.
Wow. That's cool.
And I
That's
was scared.
yeah, I bet. I'm sure.
My son
That's
too. He was very scared.
yeah, that's funny. Well, that's great. I mean, that's a really, really awesome that you took action on it. Kind of piggyback on that to talk about, I was actually going to mention this is when you're doing things like that, make sure that you want to contact people a minimum of 9 times, and you're going to get way better results. So what you want to do is like, did you only send it on social media or did you send it to your email list?
Uh, it was just on my social media, but today I'm gonna create an email.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
And are you able to link to that video in your email?
I will try. I will
Yeah.
try to do it. And also these 2 days, I have two networking events. Well,
Hmm.
like three. So I
Oh,
can mention to the people I'm gonna be around.
cool. That's
Mhm.
great. Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna get a like a sign. It's
Uh-huh.
my birthday month,
Sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
something.
anything to stand out. Marketing is all
Mhm.
about standing out. It's all about being different,
Yes.
getting attention. Um, I wrote a post about that on my Facebook the other day. So, yeah, that's great. So what you want to do, and this is the mistake that I often see, and I was guilty as well in my own company. We've all done this where, you send you make one social post or two or three social posts, and you're like, oh man, I'm not getting any likes. Nobody's listening. Nobody's paying attention. It didn't work. And so what we have to do instead is you want to be talking about that thing like every day or every other day at a minimum, excuse me, until the end of the month. And you can sort of repackage it or reframe it in your wording. You can say something like, um, this is our most generous offer ever, which I'm sure is probably true, right? This is our biggest sale of the year. And you build a lot of scarcity in it because people need to know that this is the first time you've ever done this. It could be the last time. You can say something, you can even say things like this is real marketing. You can say, I might be crazy, but and I've never done this before, but I'm literally giving away a free house cleaning, a free deep clean, which is normally around $400 to $500 if you sign up for recurring service. And I'm doing it just because I wanted to celebrate my birthday with you, and so you make it about them,
Okay.
right?
I like it. Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture with my birthday balloons, and like you mentioned,
Yeah.
um, to to do maybe another post
Mm-hmm.
for the next week, maybe, or at the end of this week. You said 2 times a week.
Yeah, especially in the beginning. So, like, if you
Okay.
made a post yesterday, I would make a post today. I would make a post tomorrow, and
Okay.
then you could do like every other day after that, or two or three times a week. at minimum. I know that sounds like a lot, but the thing is people forget. And you know how social media is. Like people might not even see your page until like the fifth time because of the way the algorithm works, you know?
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
So with social media, you have to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Another thing, I'll give you a couple tips on social media too, is you have to find ways to hack the algorithm. So instead of just making an announcement, you want to make the announcement, but then ask people to comment with a certain word if they're interested, or you can ask a question and try to get them to engage. So you can say like, "What's your favorite dessert?" Like, I want to hear, "Hey, I'm celebrating my birthday all month long, and I'm giving away a free deep clean, which is normally like a $500 value." Um, and a quick little secret about me is like my favorite cake is tres leches chocolate cake, which I love. I love my wife and I love tres leches. And so and then you can be like, I would love to hear from you. What's your favorite dessert for your birthday? Or what, something like that. You know what I mean? So you get people to comment. What happens is that boosts the algorithm. Once people start to comment and like your post, then Facebook says, "Oh, people like this. Let me show it to more people." You're going to get more reach. And then every day that you keep doing that and you keep getting engagement, um, you're going to get more and more and more views. Another thing you can do is, since you already made a video, you can post that video as a reel, and reels can get hundreds of plays. Do you know what I mean by reel?
Yeah, and on Facebook
Yeah.
and Instagram too. I did it as a reel.
You did it as a reel? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Perfect. That's great. So yeah, keep posting reels because those actually go out to more people than a regular post. So I would
Okay.
do that. I would post as much video as you can. And here's something about marketing too, is we as business owners, we feel like, oh, people are getting tired of hearing about this, or I'm getting tired of hearing myself talk about it. But actually what's really happening is when you start to feel tired of yourself talking about it, that means you're just beginning to like do the right amount. You actually need to do a little bit more, you know. And the reason for that is people need to be reminded. Everybody's busy, so we feel like we're talking about it too much. But if you think about other people that you follow that are very successful on social media and you see them talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, I think
I'm
most
gonna
of
I'm gonna give you an example. Maybe when
yeah.
I signed up for War Plan, at the
Mhm.
beginning it was, oh, they're sending me a lot of text messages. But
Yeah.
after, when I didn't receive them, I was missing the
Yes,
text messages.
exactly.
I was like, oh, I need a reminder. Remember, I sent you my email, and I said, okay, this needs to go to my email, but it's a good thing as a reminder. I love it. Now I love
Yeah.
it. And that's
Yes.
a very good example. And the other thing I love about Instagram and social media in general, they give you like the music that is trending. They give you options. Okay, you can use this on
Mhm,
your
mhm,
video. You
mhm.
can use that, or
Yeah.
they help you when
Yeah.
you're trying to create that reel.
Yeah. That is really cool. Very cool. Um, but yeah, that's a perfect example. Like you started to miss them marketing to you. And it's like because many times we want to buy something, we just are very busy. We haven't made the emotional decision yet because it's all emotion, right? We haven't felt like making the decision yet to buy. So people need to be reminded continually to sign up for a house cleaning service and get a free house cleaning. This is the biggest sale I've ever done in my life. that we've done all year, and it's only good for this month. And then what's going to happen is when people hear that, they're going to wait because they know there's a deadline. Everybody likes to wait till the very end, right? So what will happen is you'll actually get the most signups like the last 3 or 4 days of your campaign. So what you want to do is you want to push it really, really hard at the end because people buy out of emotion. There's a book called it's called Predictably Irrational. I was looking at my bookshelf. It's called Predictably Irrational, and it talks about how there's real studies that show people do not buy from logic. They buy based on emotion. They buy because they feel like buying, and then they justify their buying decision with logic. Does that make sense? So they buy because they feel like buying. You'll never buy something if you don't feel like buying it, right? I could tell you all day, you need to buy this thing. It makes so much sense. It's like a no-brainer. You should do it. But if you don't feel like buying it, if you don't feel like it's going to help you, you're not going to buy it. Um, so so at the end of the campaign, you actually want to do like 2 posts a day, and do 1 or 2 emails a day and text messages. And then the last day, I would do like 3 emails in the same day. And that sounds like crazy, but that's actually the way that the digital marketing world works, is people have to be reminded, and they need to be reminded that there's a deadline. You don't want that deadline to pass without them hearing from you like incessantly. That makes sense? Yeah. So that's a great example, actually, of what I had planned to talk about today. So we've already been able to touch on so much of it. But that's awesome. That's a really great campaign, and you've got some really good talking points in there. Just the fact that you can say things like, "This is the biggest sale of the year, biggest sale I've ever done. I want to celebrate my birthday with you." Um, you can say, "Oh, I forgot the other one I was thinking of." Um, it'll probably come back to me. But you have a lot of little one-liners or talking points that you can use, and those are really helpful in your marketing. What's your favorite birthday cake? What do you love about what games? What do you love to do on your birthday? I love to do X, whatever, and just make it fun. And actually, making it more fun and exciting will make people wanna purchase. Um, but yeah, we're going into fall, or we're actually in fall already. And so now's the time to really get people's attention, really double down on your marketing. People tend to stop paying attention right around the holidays. I've noticed for about 1 week, everybody's just zoned out. Like when Thanksgiving comes, it's like, don't talk to me. All I can think about is Thanksgiving. And then right after Thanksgiving, then people start buying again. And then Christmas, same thing. Don't talk to me. It's Christmas. And then right after, about a week or 2 after Christmas, then people start buying again. So market to them now so you can really cash in on a lot of the things. I would encourage you guys too, and especially for the skincare, do some kind of Black Friday sale. And do you want to unmute, Anne?
Right now, the company have these experience kit for like $100, and I have been, advertise that online and see if
Cool.
anybody would purchase them. So it's only special until the 23rd, I think. So it's ending soon.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you say 100, it's a kit for $100.
Yes.
But I don't know what that is. So tell me what that is
Oh,
as like a consumer. What does that
yeah.
mean? And then how much money am I saving? Because it's $100, and that might feel like a lot of money to me, but how much money am I saving?
Okay. So these experience kit, they are smaller in the bottle. So instead of the product that we usually have in the big bottle that could last you up to about 2 to 3 months. This one is about 2 weeks trial that you can try the product before you commit it. Because if you're buying the whole kit, it can cost up to $200 or $300. And so with this experience kit, with is a smaller, like lasted about 1 to 2 weeks for them to try the product to see if they likes it. And then they can commit to the bigger ones instead of the smaller one. These are good for like Christmases, that they can give to their family members so that they can try if you don't know what to give to your family members. So this is one of the good one for teenagers or anybody that want to try the skincare.
Okay. Very cool. And then how much are they saving if they buy the bundle?
Um, these bundles, I would say they would say because it's it's a 2 week trial, so they could save up to $200 pretty
Okay.
much.
Cool. That's awesome. So I would advertise that. So instead of advertising the price, you
Mm-hmm.
want to advertise how much they save. So you can say save up to $200 on such and such kit. And all you want to do, the whole purpose of marketing, and this is really important to remember. Whenever you're talking about things, how you talk about it, what you post on social media, things like that, the whole purpose of that is just to get people interested and want to text you, call you, message you, comment, whatever that is. You just want a response. You're wanting to get a response so that you can start a conversation with this person. And so the best things to generate a response or interest is, how much can they save? What's in it for me? Um, what transformation can I get? You could say something like, save $200 on such and such kit that can, um, and increase your glow or reduce sunspots in 30 days. Like that would be appealing. Something like, reducing sunspots, and then how long does it take to do that? Like that's important. So you can kind of craft these little one-liner short phrases. Save $200 on such and such kit that can reduce sunspots in less than 30 days. That's really bing, that's really interesting to me. Okay, wow, what is that? And then save $200, that's amazing. Like how much does it cost? Then they'll ask you, they'll message you instead of you having to say, buy this kit for $100, because they might not know what it is, or the benefit that it can get them. Um, and then they might not have like a base point for how much it should cost or how much are they saving. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hear a lot of people say, in marketing and sales, you always want to sell the vacation, uh, not the not the travel to get there. Like you want to go to the Bahamas and you're gonna be relaxing on the beach and it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be spending time with your family and watching dolphins and whales, like, flying in the background and stuff. But But to get to the Bahamas, especially if you have kids, it can be very stressful. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to say, okay, first you need to get to the airport make sure you're always 2 hours early. TSA doesn't want you to get there too late, and that can take time. Sometimes there's a line, and then you're gonna, wait at the airport for about an hour for your plane. We hope it's not late. A lot of planes have been late lately. I've noticed. And then once you get on, they're gonna give you those little snacks and everything. And then, it's probably a couple hours flight. Eventually, you'll get to the Bahamas, and once you get there, you need to find a cab or an Uber or something. You need a way to get from the airport to your hotel, and so, like that part is like it can be both boring and stressful, right? And so we don't want to sell that part. We want to instead sell the vacation of like this is what you can get. This is how you can reduce your sunspots in 30 days or less. This is how you can increase the glow in your skin, increase collagen, which leads to healthy glow, healthy, brightness or whatever. You, you know how to word that, but that's what you want to sell. That's what you want to talk about constantly. And even having sort of a time frame that you can tie to it, I think is really powerful. And then same thing as I was telling Maria, you want to be posting things, every day on social media if you can. Um, if you can do it even twice a day, that's honestly better. It seems like a lot to us. It seems like we're going to annoy people, but actually it's a lot more exciting. People are scrolling. There's a statistic I heard that people are now scrolling on their phone. They're going like this, right, on social media. The height of uh, the Empire State Building every day. So we're doing this with our finger, the entire height of the Empire State Building every single day. Okay. So when you keep popping up in their feed and you've got videos and you're saying this and you've got this information and this going on, that's really interesting to people. And actually they're going to pay a lot more attention and they're not going to be annoyed at all. They really are going to like that because you're engaging and you're always showing up, and that's going to get people's attention. That's the way to work social media. And then, and same thing as Maria, you want to always find ways to try to get people to comment or DM you. So you could be like, if this sounds interesting to you, if you want to learn how to reduce your sunspots in 30 days or whatever kind of that catchy thing is that you come up with, you can have several. Message me, glow up or whatever, and I'll, get you more information. Something like that. Or you can ask them to comment, what's your favorite skincare routine? You can have them comment, what part of your skincare routine do you hate? What I'm trying to think of other things. If you have like an assessment or like other tools that people can fill out, those are really powerful. People actually like to take surveys about themselves to learn more about their skin. So any kind of things like that, resources and stuff you can offer, is really, really good. So you're trying to create conversations. All of this is generated towards creating conversations and getting people interested in the vacation, not necessarily the travel, you know. So, um, I love what Josh Latimer says, and one of his friends told him this. I can't remember who, but he always says, if you haven't offended someone by noon, then you're not marketing enough.
Oops.
Yeah, I know. And in our cleaning business, we would sometimes I would market a lot. Let me just put it that way. And we would have people unsubscribe and stuff, and that's fine, because they're just not your customer. They don't want what you have to offer. And many times the people who did unsubscribe, like I knew that they weren't the best customers anyway. Um, so don't worry about offending people. Don't worry about marketing too much. It's honestly like almost no such thing, you know. But because it creates interest, and you're serving people. Like, get excited about what you're doing. Get excited about how you're able to serve people. You have this amazing product that you value, that's changed your life or that's changed your clients' lives, and take pride in that. So, like, we have to overcome this stuff in our head that, oh, I'm trying to sell too much. That's not the point. It's not just that we're selling. We're not just trying to create, a cha-ching, a cash exchange. Selling is serving. Like, selling people your products and services is actually serving them. Why can I say that? Because if your product is good, if it's actually worth buying, then it's going to enhance their life. And the right person, it will be willing to pay whatever you charge and value that product enough that they want to purchase it. Like for us, we love getting our house clean. Like I love coming home to clean floors and no dust on the furniture and everything's nice and orderly. Like we love it. It provides such a higher quality of life, you know? And sure we can do it ourselves, but nobody really wants to, and it saves a lot of time, when other people do it. And so it's a very valuable service. So when we sell something to somebody, like cleaning or whatever the case is, we're serving them, we're enhancing their life and making it better. So we have to get past the mentality of just, I'm trying to create a transaction with you. No, it's, I'm so excited because I know we have this amazing product, amazing service, and I want to use it to serve you. And yes, there's going to be a monetary exchange, or else none of us can, eat. But the point is, I want to serve you, and I want to create a long-lasting relationship with you that you're going to want to buy from me for years to come, because I'm going to serve you so well. So that's really what's happening. And that has to be our mindset, is not, I'm just trying to create a bunch of transactions. We're trying to we're trying to get in front of the right people so that we can make their lives better. And we do make their lives better. I mean, I'm sure you guys know, either you have your own testimonial about how something has helped you, or how much you've helped other people because they've told you. And so we just have to keep that top of mind, what it is that we're actually doing. Oh, and then something else I wanted to mention really quick is to take advantage of the fall season. And this is just something you can um, write down, kind of put in the back of your head. But you want to try to always identify upsells. So it's really important because it increases the profit in your business dramatically. And what's really interesting is there's actually studies around this that people, the more money they spend with you, the more excited they are about whatever it is they buy. Like when I spend $5,000 on something, my attention is like on that $5,000, and I get excited and I get into it, Whereas if I just spend $100 on something or $50 on something, it's kind of like, I bought a $50 course the other day. I haven't even I opened it one time. I haven't even paid attention to it at all. And I'm not listening to the lady's emails like anything. And so, but if I had just paid her $5,000, I guarantee you, I would be paying more attention and I would be more excited to use whatever the thing is that I purchased, right? So the more money that people spend with you, the more connected that they're going to be with you, and they are actually making their experience better by spending more money with you. So when you identify upsell opportunities, and let's just take house cleaning for example, and I'll do skincare in a second. House cleaning, for example, would be, what are some really simple things that we could do in the home that would be meaningful to the client that maybe we're not offering currently? Is it like washing the front door or the back door? Is it washing the garage door? Like, because I know our garage door, it's weird. Garage doors get really greasy for some reason, and so you can wash the outside, the baseboards, and make it really look nice right there. And when they come in, when they come into the home, is it if you don't do windows, is it windows? Just what can I offer? And then you can actually train your team to, whenever they're there in the home, give them a checklist and make sure that they go throughout the entire home. And we actually did this in my company. We would have them check the key areas. Actually, I'm sorry, we did that more to make sure that they had enough time to finish. We'd have them check 4 key areas. But anyways, you could have them check these different areas to see, okay, how bad is it and how much would it cost to clean, their front door, or how much would it cost to do this or do that. And then when your office calls them back the next day, offer them those upsells. Hey, we noticed that you know, the windows are kind of hazy. We'd love to take care of those for you. We can add it on to your next visit for just $50 or whatever. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to upsell that person into more services. You can upsell them into carpet cleaning and different things. So it's like whatever upsell opportunities you have, you need to be talking about those with every single client, especially the first time, because remember, it costs 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new customer than it does to sell to a customer who's already bought from you. So there's your profit. There's like all the profit in your business, you know? Like if you, let's say it costs you $200 to acquire a new customer, whereas it only costs you on average maybe $20 to serve a customer you already have. That's $80 more profit per customer. Anyway, it adds up over the course of a year. So it's really big. There's a lot of opportunity. And with what you're doing in skincare, like let's say people buy a starter bundle from you. You just always mention, and it doesn't mean everybody's going to buy, but you always mention, you know, anything you have on subscription, the other opportunities that there are in the business, and you just always want to talk about those key opportunities, or upsells to get them to buy maybe the bigger bundle, for example. You know, that's like a starter bundle, and you could also save, or you could save, you know, 25% or whatever it is on this, you know, 6-month bundle right here, and this is what it includes, and it's super amazing. This is how it's going to change your life. You know, so you identify a lot of those upsells.
My husband, what he does with every new customer, because he offers carpet cleaning and window cleaning. So if you signed up for a deep cleaning, we offer you 10% off when
Cool.
you get the package of carpet cleaning and window cleaning.
Yeah,
Or if they don't have carpet at home, well, window cleaning, we still
yeah.
give them the 10% off.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. And he does that with every customer?
With new clients.
With new clients, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. And then what you can also do is, let's say people didn't buy it the first time. Well, send them an email in 3 months and say, "Hey, save 15% on carpet cleaning or 10% on carpet cleaning." And so you I would continue to say that or talk about it like at least 2 times a year to your recurring clients, because not everybody's going to buy that first time, but you're planting that seed in their mind. Remember, a lot of what we do is actually like farming. Like we're building relationship with people and we're farming. So we're constantly planting seeds with the upsells, with other services, with recurring. We're planting seeds in their mind, and maybe they don't want it today, but eventually that seed grows if you water it. But if you don't water it, if you don't nurture it, if you don't remind them, if you don't send emails and texts and phone calls and social media and remind them what opportunities there are with you, then that seed is going to die, right? So we want to water those seeds so that it grows and grows and grows, and that's going to turn into a fruitful tree. You know, so people are actually grateful to be marketed to. They want to buy from you, and many times when you give them more opportunities, your best clients will be thankful. And you just have to keep reminding people. Again, um, you want to get past feeling like I'm talking about this too much or I'm marketing too much. I mean, sure, you don't want to send your people an email every single day. Like everybody will unsubscribe. There is a limit. But at the same time, like on social media, there's almost not a limit. But because they haven't bought from you yet. But yeah, you just want to be watering those seeds. That's really important. Makes sense. And then the last thing I'll leave y'all with is action creates clarity. So remember, whatever action you take, it's going to create clarity and it's going to give you information. Because let's say you send out that email campaign or you do that social media campaign and maybe it doesn't get as much traction as something else. You're going to learn from that and then you try, different thing. So pay attention to what's working and what's not so you can like replicate. I was going over my social media recently and I noticed that one of my posts got like 3 times more engagement than all my other posts. And it was interesting because it was a very personal story. So I think people were able to relate because I was more vulnerable. And so what I did is I actually reposted that same post. I just copied it and pasted it to create more engagement again, to try to connect with people that maybe hadn't seen that post already. So, pay attention to what's working and what's not, and then create more of what is working.
Yeah,
But
let me.
actually,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you're good.
I'm a attacking person today. Well, no,
No, you're great. I love
yeah.
this.
I wanted to mention where to make a point on what you're saying because we were nominated for Woman Business Owned, and
Yeah.
my company won.
Yes, I saw
So
that. That's awesome.
when I posted on Facebook, it was like huge. There's a lot of
Wow.
likes, a lot of comments. And
Yeah.
I wasn't selling anything. It's something, it's an achievement for the
Yeah,
company, and I was
absolutely.
I was amazed. And in my mind, I said, okay, I need to post more like personal, maybe more
Yeah.
to be yourself, not
Yes.
to just selling.
Yes. Yes. That's
Yeah.
so good. That's so good. And congratulations, by the way. That's amazing. That's really exciting. Yes, celebrate those wins publicly. That's a really big deal. And I've even seen companies like um, celebrate their employees' birthdays, for example, or their work anniversary. So and so's been with us for 2 years. She's amazing. Add a picture, and that's actually really engaging, and it really endears people to your company, meaning that they get connected, to you and to who you are and your company. So yeah, that's great. I've heard people say this many times, and it's easy to forget, but social media is all about being social, and being social is all about just being ourselves, being normal, not like the polished us just doesn't do as well on social media as just being raw, being real, sharing our life, our failures, our fears, our successes. People can really connect with that. And so any way that you can find to share your personal story more and try to connect with people, that's a big win on social media. But yeah, so action creates clarity. So whatever you're thinking about doing, I just want to encourage you today to go do it. And as soon as whatever you do is going to, again, give you that information you need to then, make more decisions about your marketing and everything. Um, so Anne, thank you so much for sending me that flyer. I'm actually going to take a look at it right after this. I didn't have a chance to yesterday, so I'm going to take a look, but I had some ideas too that I was thinking about. So I'm going to look at it and then I'll send you, any feedback as well as like any additional ideas I might have.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yeah. One thing I was going to ask you is if you have any products, like even just one tube or something cheap that you could give away for free. Is there anything that you could do?
Well, I have been talking to others that they give me some ideas. So I went to Amazon and bought those little, um, what is it, the raffle thing that you can put in there. So
Okay.
I am gonna try to have that. I bought like about 6 boxes, and then I'm gonna go ask some businesses that I can leave it there that they can win a kit, or they can win like a lotions or something. And so with that, I can ask for their phone number and their email. Then I can start my email list with that.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the start.
That's
Yeah,
great.
so that's the start for now.
Great. That's awesome. I like that. You can even do that on social media. I'm not sure how well it would do, but you could say you could actually put it as your Facebook banner. Like, so for example, let's say I'm gonna share my screen with you really quick. Give me 1 second. Back to Zoom. So like on your page, on your personal page, you can actually create a banner back here that says free giveaway every Tuesday at noon. And you have something like, show up on Facebook Live every Tuesday at noon, and I'm going to do a drawing, and you can use that little spin wheel or whatever. You could just like write people's names on there.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, I'm trying to think, this is on the fly, so you could tweak it. But write people's names on there, do a live spin, and then see who wins. And that person gets, some kind of free kit or something. Even if it's super small, one tube. But like what it does is it generates a lot of like buzz around what you're doing, and then those people that get the free thing, they may love it so much that then they want to actually buy something. So you can do something like that. What I was going to say too for your flyers, again, I haven't looked at them, so that might be like this. But I was actually going to suggest um, something like text this number to get a free X lotion that removes sunspots or something like that.
Well, I on all of my flyer, I put contact me for complimentary facial.
Oh wow, great. That's probably even better, honestly, because that's like
Or
a service,
yeah, for complimentary. I should say guided facial because I really can't do the facials. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sure, sure. No, but that's great. I love it. And you can even so you can utilize your banner even for something like that. So you go on Canva, and they have templates where they have the proper size for a Facebook profile banner or cover. And what you do is you make it really just simple and catchy, and you're giving away this free thing. And then what you do is over here in the description, you want to put like something about your story. And Maria, you can totally do this for the cleaning business too. In fact, we're actually about to set this up this week with you. I'm going to go over how to do this. But so you can go over your story about like how that particular product like really, did something amazing for your skin, and you just love it, and it's like changed your life. And you can put that, and then like how to contact you, or your website, whatever that is. So you put your story in here. Mine's really short because it's short and sweet. I actually did something different on my profile photo. But what's cool is the Facebook algorithm loves it when you change your profile photo and when you change your Facebook banner. When you change those two things, it gets a ton of engagement. Um, my last profile photo, let me show you. This one actually didn't do as well. I've had sometimes when I change my profile photo, I get like over 100 likes, and I'll get like 20 comments. This one, for whatever reason, didn't do as well. But changing your profile photo is really powerful. Again, you want to tell your story, and then like how people can get in touch with you.
I have a question, David.
Yeah.
This is for your personal Facebook. Is the
Yes.
same, it works the same on the Facebook page? I mean, the business
Yes.
page?
It does. You want to do the exact same things. However, your personal page gets more engagement. Like
Yeah,
Facebook actually limits the engagement of business pages. So you want to optimize your personal profile for your business as well. So you can have both going at the same time.
because I never changed my the Facebook business, Facebook business page.
Mm.
It's always the same. And the
Mhm.
cover, I don't do much to that page on the profile and the cover. But on my personal, I used to change it a lot.
Yeah.
Since my mom, I just put my mom's picture with me, and that was it.
Yeah.
I haven't changed it.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it can really boost your engagement. I would say change it maybe every 3 months or so. You know, not all the time, but maybe every 3 months, change it, and you can actually get a lot of engagement that way. Especially if you're like running a special or something, you can literally use something like that to get more engagement for that. It's pretty cool. So that's a little hack that you can do. But very cool. So just remember, action creates clarity. So let's go take massive action. And I'm preaching to myself whenever I say that too. Like, because, you know, a lot of times we have these ideas, we take some notes, we write things down, and then you want to go do it like within 24 hours. Because if not, you'll just forget about it. And the action is what keeps you in momentum, and is what creates clarity around your offers and what you're doing, and gets more engagement. So.
Okay.
But thank you guys so much for joining me today. It was really fun. I enjoy your questions and comments. So if y'all ever have questions, like I love questions. I'm a question and answer guy. That's what I love. I love discussion, and so always feel free to ask. Send me messages, and if there's ever any specific topic that you want me to cover, you know, I've got tons of stuff on marketing. But if there's ever a specific topic that you want to hear about, send me a message and let me know, and I'll be happy to do a lesson on it.
Thank you, David.
You're welcome. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.